It's always nice to come together and you have the possibility to talk with each other, so that's great. I am Jens Laustsen. I'm the coordinator of the Concerted Action EPBD. I am happy to welcome you here to this meeting, both you who are in the room here and those who are filling up slowly, and those who participate over the web. So this is an event where you can have the pleasure of being here, but you can also have the pleasure of being home and still following us. We have this event which is about smart buildings. This is a little new to us in Concerted Action because it depends on what happens with our directive if it really comes into our group. But before I start, I would hope I can change. Yeah. We have an agenda here, and it's built up in 2 blocks. We have a coffee break in between, where people who are here in the room, they get a coffee, but those who listen on the web, they have to prepare the coffee themselves. In the first block, we try to present a little what is the topic smart buildings. What is this all about? It's a new elephant in the room, and we would like to get a common understanding so we get a good platform to stand on. We have a series of speakers, and we have planned 2 times a question and answer session, and there we will take answers from people who are here, but also from people who tweet in questions to the group or who have already done before the event is going on. Then we have the coffee break, and then we have a second part which is a little different. The second part, we have a small introduction, and that can help people who join the second part without hearing the first part to get a little up on speed. Then we have a panel discussion where the speakers will discuss among each other on these topics. Then we have an interactive voting session where we would ask some questions, we would ask the audience to vote, and then we can see what people prefer. In the end, we would do a little conclusions for today. I wanted just to give you a little brief. Some of you know the Concerted Action EPBD, and some people don't. So I just give a little information. We are a project which is supported by the European Commission through EASME funding, and we started in October 2015, and we would run until March 2018. It is all EU member states plus Norway who are represented in this project, people from ministries or agencies or central research institutes. We'll hold 4 plenary meetings, which is the most important issue we do, where we discuss, share experience. And we have already done 3. One was in Copenhagen last year, one was in Vilnius last summer, and one will continue the next 2 days here on Malta. We will do 1 more meeting in this group, and then the idea here is that experts share experience. What works in one country might also work in another country, so that is a way of learning. Or what is not working in one country is maybe also not working in another country. So we try to implement and maximize the outcome of the Directive of Energy Performance in Buildings, and we have confidentiality, so people can say, we're not doing well, and they won't be quoted for it. It's all about lessons learned, share of best practice, national super experts. This is our webpage, so if you want to know more about us, you can type in the www.epbd.ca.eu, and you will get to our homepage where we have much more information. Oops, that went one too far. We can ask, what is smart buildings and why are we taking this smart buildings? It's because that in EU level they are discussing to include smart buildings in the obligations that countries have to do to reduce energy consumption in buildings. And that will be negotiated in the coming months, and we would know where it lands. But we start the discussion about the smart buildings right now. So with this, I have done the little introduction. There should be on the slide, no, it was here. You have the EU Build Up hashtag Ask Build Up, where you can, as we speak here, send in a question, and we will see if that could be part of our discussion here.